As Jesus addresses the various churches in chapters 2 and 3, I think the reason that he does this is because he wants his churches to be the best voice that they can be. And to be the voice of Jesus, there are various things that will help us be able to do that. In the lessons that I have put together here, I've pulled out 4 things. You probably could have picked out many more, but I think there are 4 main characteristics that the church needs to have if it's going to accurately and effectively share the message of Jesus Christ. Let me express just short what those 4 aspects are. The first is that we need to understand that Jesus is our first love. It's easy to get away from that, but if Jesus is not our first love, then our voice is going to fall on dead ears. First of all, we have to have the love of Christ in us to share his message and to express our love for God, but we also have to have the love of Jesus to love those to whom we're speaking. If we don't love people that we're speaking to, they're not going to care about what message we have, because they're not going to hear us. What they hear is when Jesus Christ is our first love, they will listen. The second thing that we need to do is to have faith. Faith that stands up to the test. John talks to the various churches and talks about times of testing and how important it is to stand up in our faith. We have to have faith, or else our message about Jesus Christ goes nowhere. The third characteristic that I talk about is wisdom or spiritual discernment. That if we don't have spiritual discernment, it's going to be easy to lead us the wrong way, and we see examples of churches being led different directions and not following the path that Jesus would have them follow. If we want to be the voice of Jesus, we need to have spiritual discernment. And the 4th aspect that I bring out in the lessons is the hope that we have that lies ahead. There has to be a vision that looks forward, that sees the hope that we have in Christ, that sees that there is judgment coming, but there's also a reward coming that we need to look to. So these 4 things: first, love of Jesus; the standing up strong in our faith; having spiritual discernment; and 4th, having this hope. These are all characteristics that the church needs to help move forward in its purpose as being the spokesman, the voice of Jesus. So many times I think the church has failed in the sense that we've looked at Revelation and we've kind of just thought this is a newspaper of what's to come, and we want to sit in our pews and wait and look for Jesus to come. That's not what Revelation is about. It's not just given to us so that we can understand how close Christ's return is. It's given to us because Jesus has a mission for us. He has something he wants us to do before he returns, and we need to do that mission. There's nobody else that God has set aside to do this mission. He's asked the church to come and to share the message of Jesus Christ, and that's what Revelation is trying to tell us to do. It says, you church, you're the voice of Jesus. Go out and talk to the world. Tell the world who Jesus is, because you're the one that I've picked. Not some mighty angel, not some voices from heaven, but people. Just like I sent my son to speak as a human being, I'm sending you as humanity, as my church, as my sons and daughters, to go and to reach the gospel, reach the world with the gospel.